Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. We are currently at war with Austria and this will allow us to get our second duchy. However, we have a minor problem. The minor problem is that if we have a second duchy, our succession is not going to work because our land is going to split in two. However, prompted by someone in the comments saying, well, as long as you don't have Confederate partition, you're fine, I went and had a look because I was like, I know we currently do have Confederate partition, but do we have to? Have we in fact got the technology to change it? And the answer is yes. Yes, we do. We currently have hereditary rule, which will allow us to enact partition. Now, up until this point, this hasn't mattered to us because we've only held land within the Duchy of Bavaria, so the only land that was being given away was the Duchy of Bavaria itself, which will always go to our primary heir, and then the titles underneath it, the counties, which will be split up under Confederate partition and partition in exactly the same way. It matters now because once we get a second duchy, it's now splitting at duchy level first, right? So instead of splitting at county level and having all of the people who inherit be our vassal, it's splitting at duchy level, which means that they would become a separate entity, separate from us, which obviously isn't ideal. Confederate partition would mean that we'd have no way out of this because we'd have all the land in Austria and we'd have all the land in Bavaria, which means that it would split our land in two because even if we destroy the Austria or the Bavaria title, it will recreate it upon succession and give it to our second heir. However, if we switch to partition and we destroy the Austria or Bavaria title, then it won't create any new titles, which means it will only give that singular title to your heir. It will still then split at county level afterwards, but it means that anybody who inherits any land from us will become our vassal, which is much easier to deal with. So that's, I think, what we're going to go for. So if I have a look in here, partition. And in fact, we can do it right now, because we cost 500 prestige, and all of our powerful vassals approve. I don't know why this is doubling, by the way. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I do know, from having just played the After the End mod, which had a lot of powerful vassals, that this will cause a major issue when we get extra vassals, because what will happen is it will duplicate and it will push this button off of this screen, and once this button leaves this screen, you can't actually click it, which is not ideal. But I'm going to hope that this is a temporary bug due to just having reloaded the game, and then hopefully it will fix itself upon, letting the game run a little bit. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't actually affect anything else, because obviously, if they're a powerful vassal and they approve us powerful vassal number 1, even though they're also powerful vassal number 2, they still approve, so it doesn't actually make any difference at all there, but it's just kind of weird. Anyway, we can in fact switch to partition, which is good. I don't see really a reason not to. Player heir likes it more. We lose some house opinion, we lose some glory. Wait, which one do we lose? Oh, we lose some eligible child opinion. Yeah, but apart from that, it doesn't really matter that much in terms of these opinion things, so I'm happy with that. You might be saying, what about other options? What about high partition? Well, high partition is currently 232 years away in French, and I think it was 260 years away in Bavarian. So that we're nowhere near this, right? So that's not going to happen. But what this would do is it would split it so that the player heir always inherits half of the late ruler's titles, which doesn't actually matter for us in this case because we only have 2 heirs who are inheriting, so our land is already being split in half. So it doesn't really affect things, and it doesn't really affect the top level title anyway, so that's this one doesn't matter. House seniority is the other thing that heraldry would unlock. So that's this one here. House seniority means the oldest member of your house will inherit all titles, which would actually be interesting only because it would allow us to move to this line of the house potentially via some means. It's a little bit weird, right? Like if the oldest member of the house happened to be in this branch of the house, they would inherit and we would become them. So that would have been a weird way to inherit Austria if we'd waited well, it wouldn't actually be 200 years, but if we'd waited like the 50 years it takes us to get this and then done that, that would be very weird. I don't think it's worth doing, but I just thought I'd mention it as like, that would be a weird way for us to get Austria. Because usually that's not an option for you in terms of inheritance, because usually your house isn't that spread out at the start of the game. But anyway, we don't have it, so it doesn't matter. Like, our current way of getting Austria is much quicker. And then primogeniture and ultimogeniture are not available until the late medieval, which means they're not available for at least another 65 years, as in the era, plus the time it takes to, I was thinking about what research it, I guess would be the best way of putting it. So that would allow us to get those. Primogenitor, oldest child inherits all. Ultimogenitor, youngest child inherits all. What is in the cards, though, is once we switch to partition and we get Austria, if we can get Steiermark, in theory we'll be able to form the Archduchy of Austria, which comes with primogenitor, apparently. Which would mean that this will be our succession law once we create that Archduchy, which is great. That means we no longer need to worry about succession from the point of view of who inherits what land, because our oldest child will inherit everything. So this is incredibly powerful for us once we get there. We just have to get there. Anyway, let's get to the War of Austria, because I've been just talking. Yeah, oh, you know what? Nope, don't be stupid. Let's take partition while it's here. Yes, we're going to change our succession law to partition. I talked all about it and then forgot to actually press the button. So now our succession law has changed. As you'll see, nothing has changed in our current succession. The reason why nothing has changed in our current succession is under our current succession, Bavaria goes to the player heir and then the land split between the two. Under partition, Bavaria goes to the player heir and the land split between the two. So right now, nothing's changed because we didn't really have enough land to make it, better. But we will soon. Anyway, so you're going to have an ally in here. I'm going to have an ally down here. Can we call in our allies? Yes. So let's call in Tuscany. We have to hope they don't die before they get called in. That would be bad. And then we can call in Steiermark, who are our allies. Right. And then let's raise some troops. Oh, it's already there. Perfect. Let's raise some troops here. So, Steiermark said yes. Tuscany said yes. Fantastic. So Tuscany are now committed to the war. Even if this person dies and our cousin inherits, Tuscany are still committed to the war, and this is their only war, so should be pretty good for us. Also, I believe once you get a second duchy, sorry, just talking about other things, once you get a second duchy, I think that you get an extra domain limit, because I think that it doesn't say duke, I think it says something else here. So, I think that's right. Although I can't really confirm it. They just bought mercenaries. Yeah, they just bought 1,300 mercenaries. Do I want to buy mercenaries? Maybe. They bought 1,300. Wow, they bought some expensive mercenaries. Guess I could grab some light footman bowman mercenaries. It's going to cost us a huge amount of cash, but this seems like the most important war we're ever going to be a part of, so let's go for it. Also, it gives us a leader who's better than us leading, and we don't want to lead. Even though we are great at leading, because we get a ton of commander advantage, we don't want to lead because we don't have stalwart leader. And what stalwart leader does is it reduces the risks of commanding armies. As in, you will not just die from commanding an army, which is useful. There are random events that will just get you, otherwise. Otto's first teething. With my leave, my son Otto and his wet nurse parade into my chamber. Euphrosyne poses like a herald and proclaims, "My liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Otto has a mighty gift to offer you." She nudges him forward. "Go ahead, Otto, tell her." "Mother, I lost a tooth." My son proudly presents his toothless smile, handing me a pouch with a fallen tooth inside. Because I'm compassionate, I can give him the tooth back. Sure, let's do that. A curse undone. The twists and turns of face have not always been to my advantage. God knows I was cursed the day I met Countess Enswith. Today, however, that curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought that reclusive doxy to her grave. Is this the person? Yeah, she just beat us at a board game. And we took it very, very personally. Oh, now we're de-stressed because we know that she's dead. Well, that's nice. Oh yeah, we are also rivals with my brother, right? Yeah, we'll just mark him as someone I'm interested in here. Okay. Steiermark trying to merge with us. You're trying to merge with us. That's fine. Let's go hang out in these mountains. Well, actually, I have supply limit here. Let's stay here, and if someone comes towards us, we'll hang out in the mountains. That makes sense to me. You've made my daughter temperate. That's nice. Neighboring ruler lost a war. France lost their Liberty War, which actually just lowered crown authority. I think I said it was going to depose them, but I don't think I'm right on that one. I think I was thinking of Tyranny War. Yeah, so they've lowered their crown authority, which doesn't matter at all to us, because we're not a vassal of France. Right. Daughter is educated, our tutor has educated our child. That's good. Our daughter and our son. Children would be how a normal person would say that. Right. So they're now merged. Okay. So they are now leaving to come and fight our army. That would make the most sense to me. So, when they get to, like, here... So what are you doing? Supporting my army. So he's going to stand nearby and do nothing? Yeah, I want to go stand in this mountain range, please. Come join me in the mountain range. Okay, Tuscany are coming here. I'm happy to take the fight. 6 days left, 11 days left. So they're going to leave before this army arrives. That's annoying. But I'm happy to take this fight. Like, I think this is still good for us. You're good in provinces affected by winter. This isn't affected by winter, right? Oh, no, it is. Winter, harsh. Okay. So in theory, you're better, I think. Because I don't think that this includes... Oh, no, it does include winter soldier. Okay. I'm happy having the foreign ruler lead, though. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. They're going to attack. These guys are going to turn around in 6 days. So they're good. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you not... There we go. I was very confused. Okay. So 4 days left, 7 days, and then 12 days. So in 4 days, 3,500 troops arrive, and they start fighting us. Okay? So that's what happens first. We then have 3 days until this army arrives. Right? So 3 days until this army arrives. That then gives them 4.3 that have joined the fight. So we have more troops than them for the first 7 days. Then another 5 days later, 4,000 more arrive. That's going to be the big problem. 1 day after, we get 1.4. So I don't think it's going to be that bad due to the order that they're joining. This guy is going to take a long time to get here. Yeah, 2 days to here. Let's assume 6 days to here. So that'd be like 8 days. 14 days. 20 days. 30 days. Yeah, so he's like 30 days away. So, yeah, we'll see it. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? Why did you stop? Can I run? Nope. Why did he stop? Oh, because Tuscany got too close, so he thinks he's going to go join Tuscany's army? Oh, but now he's going to join. But now he's going to join in 13 days. The problem with joining in 13 days is he's going to be 4 days late. Okay. And then they stop joining. But now they have to join because now our army is being attacked. Okay, anyway, let's start with this. So 17 days. So he gets a bonus for leading his own troops. We have more knights as well. Look at that. We have 14 knights right now, including one with 34 prowess, which is this guy right here, who was given to us by our friend. They have some knights. They have a 35 prowess, so effectively it cancels out our 34 prowess. But they have a bunch that are garbage, right? Like, all of ours are, like, pretty okay comparatively. So, yeah, our knights are better. Light footmen are currently doing 93% damage because they're countering armored footmen but being countered by bowmen. Our bowmen are countering their light footmen, and our spearmen are fighting in favorable terrain but being countered. Their bowmen are countering our light footmen. We have more bowmen though. Their light footmen are doing 14% damage due to being countered. Their armored footmen are doing 10% damage, and then their pikemen are fighting in favorable terrain. So this is not that bad for us right now. Like, this is a fight that we will win. So we get 2 days of this, right? 3 days of this. So, day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Okay. That's the next group joined. So they've got a few more knights, but honestly, not much has changed, right? That 800 had barely anything in it. So that's absolutely fine for us. These guys are still joining. I don't understand why this army hasn't joined yet. Like, this allied army is just standing here. As it says, like, standing in this land. Why? Now it's it must be because it's trying to merge with Tuscany's army. For whatever ridiculous reason, it's decided it has to do that. Right. 4 days. So we are going to take a major hit here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you see, if in a day's time we're about to get another 1.4 thousand troops, we would be at 5.9. They'd be at 8.3. We'd be defending in mountains. This would be great for us. The problem is that that's not the case because they ran away. So now we have 4.5 against 8.3, and in mountains, that's not going to make that much of a difference. We're still going to lose a ton of troops, especially with aggressive attacker causing us extra casualties right now. I still think we're going to cause them a lot of casualties, but it's not a win, which I think is a problem here. Oh, but now they're joining. Now they're like, oh, I have to join. Do we trust it? Yes, because what they'll do is they'll join on the last possible day when we've already lost. That's what's going to happen here. So there we go. See, they're taking a ton of casualties. Imagine if we had those troops right now. We would be crushing them. And these guys arriving 8 days. 8, 4... okay, our knight Archibald was killed. That's not the end of the world. Okay, our knight was wounded. That is a little annoying, but... right. It's not the end of the world still. 4 days left. 3, 4. Alright. 2 more days. There we go. So those troops have arrived. So imagine if they were there from the start, we would easily win. Like, I think we would easily win. I still think there's actually a chance we do win, because we've actually dragged it out long enough that these guys are going to join, which I didn't think would happen, but... yeah. Okay. It's not that bad. In fact, we might win even without the Tuscany army. I think we might have won without the Tuscany army. So yeah, I don't think it was a bad call to do the fight. Yeah. This guy flagellated himself to death. I'm fairly certain he's one of our knights, which implies he did that mid-combat. I'm going to put in Heike the Silly to be our spy master for now, because they've got 29 intrigue. Yeah, we'll figure out if we want them to be our spy master later. Right, Tuscany are joining, so they've got 11 days left, so they are gonna get here. Okay, we now have more troops than they. Yeah, we now have more troops than they. More troops than they do. There we go. And now we're starting to cause some real damage. Okay, Tuscany's army comes in here, and they are losing a ton of their troops. And now we just have to hope our pursuit is high enough to actually kill them. Which it probably isn't, because we don't... I mean, we do have some light cav, but not a lot. Do you have pursuit? You do have pursuit, yeah. Okay, so it's our light footmen and our light cav that are doing it here. Well, not our light cav, but our allies' light cav. See, they didn't take that many losses, I think. Yes, they lost 2,000, but compared to the army they put in, they didn't lose that many. We lost 1.3. Archibald was slain as well while we were doing that, but yeah, there you go. Right, let's head into here and let's just start sieging. We have siege units now, so I'm open to just walking in here and starting sieging. 15 months left. Okay. Is this because this got particularly high fort level? Yeah, it's got fort level 8. Fort level 8. Fort level 1. Can I just walk here? No, I'd have to go around the mountain to walk there, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Oh yeah, it was also pointed out to me, by the way, I bought the wrong yeah, things. These are the worst ones. I should have bought the other ones. So we'll destroy them after the war and rebuy, but thought destroying the mid-war was probably not sensible. 5 months left on their siege, 12 months on ours. Although we did get through the walls, which is nice. They're going to come and attack this army. I want to join your siege. Yeah. I don't want this siege to die, so I'm going to come and deliberately join it. They're going to try and leave, but... yeah, it doesn't matter. Right. As long as they don't take their siege units off it, it's fine. Right, and this will get rid of any ticking war score they might generate from us not having any of the duchy. Right. Child returned, so they've returned from meeting peers. That's nice. Okay. My player heir is a witch. What has happened? He's rowdy, herbalist, witch, irritable. Okay. While we do not know, or yet know who, somebody's planning to kill my brother and rival Otto. Oh. Gray, the council meeting. As me and my councillors are gathering for a meeting, my dog Gray approaches me with begging eyes and a drooping tail. He does not like to be left alone, and this is an important meeting. He can join me, or a dog has no place in a council meeting. Let's say he has no place in our council meeting, for now. I exit the meeting room only to discover that Gray is gone. I look everywhere for him, high and low. What if he's lost and scared? Suddenly I stumble upon my courtier, Antoinette, with a dog practically in her lap, vigorously scratching its grey stomach. A dog that looks suspiciously similar to Gray. This is one precious companion you have, Duchess Heli Ermengarde. Antoinette has got 15 more opinion of us. That's good. And we've taken the first holding. Wonderful. I'm going to grab Carefree next to make it so that we gain less stress when we do a stressful event. And I'm going to walk at this holding. Kind of hoping that they attack us, but also because it's got 1 fort level. So this will be incredibly quick for us to siege. Yeah, the fact they're backing off of this means that they're not even going to try and fight us, which means we've already won the war effectively. We're just waiting on sieges. My Marshal, Count Garibaldi, has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be as noble stock as you, my liege, but I swear on my name that Engelmar is someone you would want on your side. Alright, I mean, that's fine. Welcome to the team, Engelmar. Okay. And... hey... now taking that, we captured a prisoner. And send you back for money. Could wait until after the war, though. You don't have enough to siege that. I want to make sure that this siege happens, so I'm going to go and stand on top of them, doing the thing I hate the AI doing, which is standing directly on top of me when I'm doing a siege, so I take attrition. Duchess Haley Ermengarde, we've had our differences in the past, but don't you agree it's time to let bygones be bygones? My brother and rival Otto gestures from me to him. Whatever is between us, let us start anew. Alright, sure. That seems fine to me. Yeah, not an issue. Not an issue at all. Renowned boar hide. 15 years left on it. It does nothing for us because it's a core artifact. It does 150 to repair. I'm not feeling like I want to repair that, but, you know, we'll see. 6 months left. They're still not moving, which is fine. They've sent their siege units over here now to siege the more difficult thing, which is good. Prisoner Trude has died. Okay. Seems like a skill issue to me. Hey, this thing improved. It's really, really bad as an improvement, but it improved, technically. Okay, 3 months left on the siege. There is 7 months left on that siege. Noble Gameskeeper has a new successor. That's Bernard, which means that Murad is dead, I assume. Murad. I'm assuming he's dead. We didn't get any kind of notification on that, but... yeah, I guess he's dead. Actually, you know what I could do? I can look at title history, right? Accolade history. Yeah. Okay. Cool. How did he die? Old age. Fair enough. Successor to this one is Vlad Zimeres, which is okay. I mean, he is older, though, which is my only problem with it. Could make Otto, my brother, the heir to that. You know what? Sure, I'm going to make Otto, my brother, the heir. Have a little bit of nepotism in there. Right. And we will continue our siege. 40 days left. I suppose I could go to speed 5, but if I go to speed 5, then we have the chance that, you know, they just hire a bunch of mercenaries and walk on top of us and kill us, which I want to avoid. Okay, so we've now got this land. Captured this person. Farabert von Babenberg. They're sieging this. As long as everybody stays still, we're winning, so I'm happy to just stay still. I've been invited to this Archbishop's hunt. I'm a little busy right now, and I don't want to go to Utrecht. Although he has invited us before, I think, actually, if it's up there. Right. 4 months left on the siege. Let's do it. Neighboring ruler lost war. Provence has lost a war. Okay, against Toulouse. Sister was taken prisoner. My half-sister, okay. And my nephew Bruno were captured during a siege of Venice. Oh yeah, because they were just in Venice for some reason. Yeah, okay. Well, it's fine. Over here. Courtier between friends. My vassal, Mayor Ludolf, has honoured me with a visit and has brought one of his courtiers along. Ludolf approaches me excitedly. Well met, Duchess Haley Ermengarde. It pleases me to see you thriving here in Ottoberg. It occurred to me that Christina here might be of service in your court. She has myriad streams of influence and ways to take care of things quietly. I would make use of her myself, but alas, it doesn't seem possible. I would hate to see her great talent go to waste. Won't you take her in and unleash her potential? My god, that's a lot of intrigue. That's an absurdly high amount of intrigue. This trait here, gallows bait, this is from the adventurer line. If you end up being a criminal, you get this. But you know what? Yeah, I'll definitely have her in my court. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't know she has a former spouse as well. It's kind of interesting. Why does she have so many points? Oh, because she has base 15. Wow. Okay. She could be my spy master, I suppose, although I do currently trust my current one. But yeah, I mean, she is literally better. You know what? I like this new one as well. You can be my new spy master, because you're just better at it. 50 days left on the siege. Okay. Getting there. Kaiser Lambert has won his war against the tyranny. That's good for Kaiser Lambert. I'm pregnant again. 10 days left. Steiermark, for some reason, is moving their army. Why? I don't know. But they've decided the army has to move. Didn't cause any issues with our siege, and we've now won the war. Alright. So, you gained a contested title. You gain legitimacy. I get the Margravate of Austria. I get 100 fame. I get some prestige. He may become an adventurer, but he becomes my vassal, so he's not going to become an adventurer, in other words. It's like, he may become an adventurer, but he also becomes your vassal. He's not going to become an adventurer because he still holds, like, these bits of land. Like, he still holds Vienna, which we currently don't have, right? Like, we're not going to have it at the end of this war. These 3 people become my vassals. And that's it. Yeah. Let's do it. Enforce demands. To my liege, peace be with you. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So he hates us because we've been at war for too long. And in fact, all of our vassals will hate us for this, right? So I go and have a look at this person. Minus 47 for being in offensive wars for too long. But yeah, we also get the Margravate of Austria. Which I thought would change our domain limit, but I guess it doesn't, unless it's like at the end of the month. Anyway, it's fine. We'll disband our army, and now we have all this land. Now what we're going to do is now what we have to do is we have to look at Bavaria and Austria and decide which one we want. Oh, wait a second. Do I have the decision? Decision. No, I do not have the decision to create the Archduchy of Austria. Interesting. I wonder why I don't have that. Is it because it's not my primary title? I need to do some investigation there. Pay ransom. Oh yeah, I'll take 50 gold for Farabert. That's fine. He's a von Babenberg. It's alright. And you're going to get me 50 gold. Wonderful. And I can ask my head of faith for another 366. Wonderful. Thank you, Pope, for that. Thank you for another 50, and we're back up. We paid for our mercenaries, effectively, with that, which is good. We can create the Kingdom of Bavaria. That's not what I'm after. I'm after the Archduchy of Austria. Okay. Wonder if it only shows up if you have exactly the right stuff. I'm wondering what the conditions are. Okay, let's do a save. And I'm just going to do some experimenting here. So let's... do I convert to local culture? I do. Okay. So I have a save. So we're going to revert to the save no matter what happens. Right. If I do that, so I've converted to local culture. We don't have the decision. Alright, now I'm going to destroy this... I can't destroy this title. Now I'm going to swap my title to Austria. So make that my primary title. And wait a second or two. Okay. Yeah, it still is not there. Interesting. Okay. And I'm going to destroy this title. Okay. Now I've destroyed that title. Just wait till the end of the month. Again, I'm just going to reload this anyway. I just want to see if it's popped up here. No, so we currently do not have that. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to put a quick cut in here and see if anyone else had the same issue. Right, I've looked it up and I've reverted the save. The issue is that we did not have our capital within Austria. So once we do that, it will fix it, in theory. Which is good, because that's kind of what we want to look at next. I want to have a look at this land. I would love to be able to get this and have it be our land. And then hopefully create ourselves a little university here. There are many conditions that we're going to have to do for that. But the first thing that I'm going to want to do... Well, let's just see if I'm able to do it to start with. No, so I'm not able to revoke titles. One, because I have a truce, and two, because I have no reason to, I think. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to fabricate a claim on my vassal's land, which will mean that I can revoke it without tyranny, and my vassal will be inclined to let me revoke it. And then when I revoke it, we can move our capital over there, and that's fantastic. We've done what we need to do. I'm just checking how far away we are on getting this done. So in 13 years, we want to merge our culture with Bavarian as well, so we need to raise our cultural acceptance a little bit. Be good to do that once we're on our new capital as well. But yeah, that's roughly the plan there. I'm not going to create the Kingdom of Bavaria for obvious reasons, because then we can't create the Archduchy of Austria and get the benefits that you get for creating it. So we're kind of done with our conquering for right now. I think it's time to let some of the negative opinion from being at war burn off. So yeah, maybe time for some activities. It's always time for some activities. Let's go speed 5 for a second as well. Let some time move on. Do I want to hold a hunt? I guess we could. Do we have a new set of powerful vassals is what the other thing I wanted to check. Oh, I need to destroy one of these titles. I think I should destroy Bavaria. Probably. Yeah, I still think I should do that, actually. Yeah, because I bet the Archduchy of Austria requires you to have the actual title Duchy of Austria. So let's make that my primary title. Yep. And then I'm going to destroy the Duchy of Bavaria, which is going to make de jure vassals of the Duchy of Bavaria unhappy, and it will lower my legitimacy. But, you know, it's a price we have to pay. So we're going to pay it now. Cool. Right. So, actually, because it's my de jure capital, right? Am I able to revoke it anyway? In my head, I'm like, it's your de jure capital. I think you're allowed to revoke it anyway. I can't remember. It doesn't come up very often. But yes, powerful vassals. I just want to have a quick look at who they are. Yeah, it's still duplicating for some reason. So there's Leopold now, who can't be on our council because he's a child. Garbold, who was already our de jure vassal, is on our council. You are now a powerful vassal, and you want to be on our council, and you have intrigue. So you're probably going to be somebody we put on our council. And you've got high stewardship, and you're not on my council. Okay. Yeah, so our steward should probably be you instead of this guy. I suspect that somebody was in a revolt at the time or something when I did that. So Ludolf can now be our steward. Our spy master. Let me just check you. Yeah. I guess our spy master is now going to be this guy because he's good at the job, and he'll get plus 40 opinion once he's on the council, plus he'll like me once he's on the title as well. Yeah, so he's at plus 21, which isn't great, but like it could be a lot worse. So that's fine. These guys, I guess, are kind of just on our council because they're powerful, but we'd really prefer that they weren't. Yeah. I guess after either of them dies, we've got options, but anyway, that's fine. Right. Do you want to hold a hunt? I think we could hold a hunt. Yeah. I think this seems like the right type of time to hold one. Unless we... Wait, can we hold a grand tour? Is that available for us right now? I'm just going to put one stop in and just see. Yes, it is available. Okay, so we should maybe do a grand tour instead. Let's just do a little tick here so it tells us that it's available. I'm not too worried about grand tournament, but yeah, grand tour we definitely want it to tell us about. There's a dangerous faction to put Ludolf in charge of the Bavarian throne. You're unhappy with me. Why? Because I've been in the offensive wars for too long, and this is going to fire in 1 month. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Does Ludolf want to be in it? Yeah. I guess if I sent him some money, he probably wouldn't want to be in it, depending on how much opinion I got him. 39 opinion. I could send him a poem. These are all the exact same, except it gives him different things. But yeah, the percentage chance is all exactly the same that he likes it. If I did that and then gave him some money, he might just leave the faction. Let's give him the one about legacy. He liked it. Okay, does he still want to be in the faction? Yeah, but I think if I send him a gift, he's going to hit the point where he no longer wants to be in the faction. Yeah, it goes down by a huge amount there. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Okay, so he's going to leave the faction. That's going to get 16% power off of it, which is going to make it so it can't fire. Oh, in fact, it just disappeared entirely because he was the only thing making it happen. But yes, being at peace for some time will actually help us with that because it will get rid of the offensive war negative that we had. Right, let's plan a grand tour. Obviously, we're doing taxation. I mean, the other options are fine. The reason you want to do a taxation tour is because it pays you for doing the tour, basically. And then we want to get cultural acceptance everywhere we go. Now, we could also go all the way to Grenoble here, because it will allow us to see places that are over here for potential bits of learning. So I'm kind of interested in doing that. It does cost quite a lot to go there. It costs us an extra 100, but it will pay for itself as well. Let's do something like this. And then maybe over here at the end. And I want to do like cultural acceptance with all of them. Even though I don't know if all of them have the same culture, I still want to do that. It's 8 stops. It's going to cost us 550 gold as a base. Don't need that. I don't need 6 starting success chance because we're going to so many places. So that's not needed. Could do modest entourage or just small entourage. Let's just do modest for now, I guess. Our goal would be altruism. And then we'd want to do something like... what's our main problem here? Hills, I guess, if we do mountaineer. Gets rid of a lot of the danger. And then like forest guide for the rest. It gets rid of almost all the danger. Now we're looking at customizing routes. We have a problem that we have a man-eating monster in our capital. Actually, that isn't... Wait, that isn't my capital. This is my capital. That's in Gessenhausen. So that might just be gone by the time we get there. Am I getting that twice because I'm going through it on the way back as well? Yes, okay. So actually, at the end of this, I want to end up like in that one. Yeah, just to take a slightly different route. Could visit Cluny, where our father died. It's not a terrible idea. Yeah, in fact, I think I should. Let's go there after this one. And that'll get us some learning lifestyle experience. Anywhere else I want to visit? Just seeing, mostly learning is what I care about. Well, Visegrad is at 450 martial. It's a little out of our way. If I went there after this one, is it dangerous? Not particularly, and it's 450 martial lifestyle experience. I guess I'll take it. I don't see a reason not to. And then we will, after that, go back here. So we're just going along and then back. Anywhere else worth visiting? It's just got like an absurdly large amount of experience for the effort. No, I think we're mostly fine here. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. Yeah, that works for me, except for that on this one, I don't want to go through that dangerous territory. So, I want to go to here, to here. Then I want to avoid this danger. So I actually want to go to here. And then you're going to do this. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to here. Wonderful. That looks not too bad. We got one slightly dangerous holding. Man-eating monster is a terrible event, but low chance of firing, might be gone by the time we get there. Big tourist make us a ton of money. It's going to get us popular opinion. It's going to use a ton of time, which is going to lower our... Or it's going to take a ton of time, which means that at the end of it, we're going to have a lowered offensive war penalty because we will have spent a lot of time on our tour. I think this is good. Anything I can push up now that we've worked out how much it's going to cost us? I guess I could push up starting success if I wanted to. It's going to be 100% at the end anyway, so no luxuries. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's start our tour. Wonderful. We got a mountaineer and a forest guide, and we got a good point at which I can end my episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.